LegacyMaker, the All Sports Network.
Hello, everybody. It's your boy, Darrell Owens, and this is another edition of the LegacyMaker Sports News Update. This time, we got the weekend edition, November 19th through the 21st. We're going to start this bad boy off Friday night in Charlottesville as the Virginia Cavaliers would take on the Copppin St Eagles at John Paul Jones Arena. We had a good one on our hands, or at least we had a very good performance by this Virginia Cavalier team. UVA would go on to win this contest 68-52 over Copppin State. UVA started this game off with an 8-0 run. Copppin State did not score their first basket until 15 minutes and 45 seconds of the first half. They would out-rebound Copppin State 42-33 and had a season high with 21 points coming off of the bench. Leading the way for the Cavaliers was Jaden Gardner, who had 14 points. Kihei Clark had 12. Igor Milicic Jr. had 11. And Caden Shadrick had 10 for the Cavaliers in this contest. UVA will take on Georgia Monday, November the 22nd in the Romans Legends Classic. Should be a classic one in Newark. Then we head to Iowa as the Richmond Spiders would take on the Drake Bulldogs, and this was a great contest from beginning to end. But in the end, it would be the Drake Bulldogs getting the victory 73-70 over the Richmond Spiders. Drake moved to 3-0. The Spiders moved to 2-2 on the season. Tyler Burton leading the way for the Spiders with 30 points on the day. He had 9 rebounds and an assist. Grant Golden had 17 points with 6 rebounds to help chip in there for the Spiders. Drake was led by Tremel Murphy, who had 18. The Spiders' next contest will be Monday, November 22nd at the Robins Center against Hofstra. Now we head to William & Mary as the William & Mary Tribe would take on the Richmond Spiders in the battle for the Capital Cup. Both teams coming into this game looking to end the season on a positive note. The Spiders came in with a 3-game winning streak, with William & Mary coming in with a 2-game losing streak. For both teams looking to have bragging rights in this contest. And in the end, the Richmond Spiders will win this contest 20-17. And it was a great game. Spiders QB Joe Mancuso went 13 for 26 for 188 yards, a touchdown and a pick. Aaron Dykes, the running back, had 13 carries, 80 yards, and 1 touchdown on the day. And Josiah Williams had 2 receptions for 49 yards and a touchdown for Richmond. For William & Mary, Darius Wilson went 14 for 25 for 125 yards and a touchdown and a pick. Bronson Yoder had 22 carries for 134 yards and a touchdown for the Tribe. And Zach Burdick had 7 receptions for 35 yards and a touchdown. It was a great game, but the Spiders win the Capital Cup with a 20-17 victory over the Tribe and finished their season on a 4-game winning streak, going 6-5 on the season. William & Mary finished the season with a 3-game losing streak and a 6-5 record overall. Now we head to the Siegel Center where the VCU Rams took on the Chattanooga Mocs, a team that came into this game undefeated. The Rams have had some struggles here and there, but they wanted to make a statement in this one. And I'll be honest with you, I don't know if they did, but they definitely came to play. I will say that much. Vince Williams had 21 points on the day, leading all scorers. Jaden Nunn had 10 points and 2 assists for the Rams. Chattanooga would be led by Mekhi Smith, who had 20 points, 5 rebounds, and 2 assists on the contest. But more importantly, as you see here, hitting the game-winning shot with 0.1 seconds on the clock, giving Chattanooga the win in this one, 56-54. Sylvia Del Souza also came in with 15 points and 10 rebounds, and David John Batiste had 12 points for the Mocs, winning this game 56-54. They're 4-0 on the season as the Rams move to 2-2 on the year. VCU will take on the Syracuse Orangemen Wednesday, November 24th at 5 p.m. in the Bahamas at the Bad Boy Mowers Battle for the Atlantis. Then we head to Pittsburgh, where a trip to the ACC championship game could be on the line for both teams as the Virginia Cavaliers took on the Pittsburgh Panthers at Heinz Field. Pittsburgh, all they needed to do was win this contest and they would wrap up the Coastal. UVA had to win this week plus beat Virginia Tech next week in their season finale in order to get it. This one was a shootout, and we got to see two of the best quarterbacks in the nation really go at it. Kenny Pickett had a phenomenal day. He went 26 for 41, 340 yards, 4 touchdowns, and 2 interceptions in a victory for Pittsburgh. Vincent Davis had 12 carries for 100 yards, averaging 8.3 yards a carry. Jordan Addison went flat off with 14 receptions, 202 yards with 4 touchdowns. Great game overall for Pittsburgh. But Virginia offense showed up as well. Brennan Armstrong, 36 for 49, 487 yards passing, 3 touchdowns, and a pick in the process. Devontae Wicks had 10 receptions for 144 yards. He leads the ACC right now in receptions. Keaton Thompson had 11 receptions for 126 yards and a touchdown. Pittsburgh clinches the spot in the ACC championship, winning the Coastal. Virginia will head back to Charlottesville to take on Virginia Tech in the Battle of the Commonwealth Cup next Saturday, November the 27th at 3:47 p.m. It should be a good one. After a very exciting Saturday action, we take you to Sunday and the Siegel Center as the VCU Rams took on the Old Dominion Monarchs. This game was all VCU. In a very dominating performance, VCU would win this contest 71-48. VCU was led by Chloe Bloom, who had 14 points and 6 rebounds and added a block. Taya Robinson had 13 points and 9 rebounds. Maddox Haddix Covington had 12 points with 7 rebounds. And Sarah Tiabasu had 10 points for this VCU Rams team. The Rams are now 2-1 on the season. Their next contest will take place in the Bahamas on Thursday, November the 25th on Thanksgiving Day, and they will take on the Washington Huskies in the Junebay Splash. Also that weekend taking on North Carolina on Friday, so it should be a great weekend for VCU Lady Rams basketball. We head to the Robins Center as the Lady Spiders were looking to get their first home victory of the season as they took on the UMBC Retrievers out of the American East Conference. It was all Spiders in this contest, especially in the first half. They led the half by 18 points, 49-31. UMBC made a little bit of a move in the second half, but it wasn't enough. Richmond wins this contest 76-64. Addie Budnick leading the way with 23 points. Siobhan Ryan had 22 points. Kaylee Lewandowski put in 8, and Grace Townsend with 6. Spiders team showed off the 3-point shot in the contest, but were able to pull away and keep this one in the bag as they will move to 2-2 on the season. Now this weekend they head to University of Virginia to take on Long Beach State on Friday, and then on Sunday they take on the University of Virginia at 3:30 p.m. So 2 big games for the Spiders this weekend in the Cavalier Classic. We'll see how things go, but the Richmond Spiders are 2-2 heading into the holiday. Speaking of the Virginia Cavaliers, they took on the UCLA Bruins out there in Southern California, and UCLA wins this one 69-57. UVA had a pretty good second and third quarter, but it just wasn't enough. The Cavaliers weren't able to compete with this UCLA team. Leading the way for the Cavaliers, Carol Miller had 14 points and 4 rebounds. Cameron Taylor chipped in with 12 points and 6 rebounds. Amanadine Toy and Taylor Valladay both had 10 points apiece. Virginia will host the Cavalier Classic this weekend as they invite Long Beach State, Rhode Island, and the Richmond Spiders into town. We'll see if this Virginia Cavaliers team can get their first victory of the season this weekend. And our last game that we highlight on this Sunday, the Washington football team taking on the Carolina Panthers in Carolina, and the Washington football team will go on to win their second straight game, 27-21. Taylor Heineke had 206 yards passing, 16 for 22 with 3 touchdowns and no interceptions. Antonio Gibson had 19 carries for 95 yards. And then Terry McLaurin, doing Terry McLaurin things, he had 5 receptions for 103 yards in the contest. And Washington was able to put away the Panthers, spoiling Cam Newton's home return as he went 21 for 27, 189 yards and 2 touchdowns. Christian McCaffrey had 10 carries for 59 yards rushing and had 7 receptions with 60 yards receiving and a touchdown. It was just too little too late towards the end of this contest, as Washington will go on to win 27-21, winning their second straight game, and now they're 4-6 on the season. That is it for the weekend wrap up here on the LegacyMaker Sports News Update. I'm your man, Darrell Owens, and we will see you next time. Peace.